Did you ever think to wonder the true purpose of the pyramids? It is completely ignorant of us to take what we are told at face value as fact. I mean, we can all think for ourselves, right? This world is absolutely jam-packed full of secrets from a forgotten age. From northern Scotland to Easter Island, and even spreading to Australia and the most remote parts of Russia, there are structures that predate modern history. In fact, there are structures on this earth so old that they are standing in plain sight and have never even been noticed. That is just crazy, right? But it's true. We are only now in this century beginning to awake to the idea that there was a massive global empire on this earth tens or even hundreds of thousands of years ago. Most archaeologists and historians agree that the modern human civilization only emerged some 10,000 to 12,000 years ago. Yet many researchers have drawn attention to artifacts and various other evidence and structures of advanced civilizations that is dated long before this, even millions of years earlier. The sheer scale of the ancient empire and their technologies are only now beginning to be uncovered. We have not even scratched the surface. We theorize that this ancient global civilization was wiped out by an ancient catastrophe about 12,000 years ago. It devastated the earth, causing sky-high tsunamis and city-killer earthquakes. This almost ended the human race, and of course a lot of technologies and structures were completely lost forever. But some of these structures survived in Egypt, China, South America, etc. Very little clear-cut evidence remains, but little by little we are uncovering the hidden history of our world. Today we are going to discuss the pyramids of Bosnia. Oh, you heard me correctly. I said Bosnia! Wait till you hear this. Discovered in 2005, a cluster of what was previously thought to be natural hills in central Bosnia are the largest human-made ancient pyramids on Earth. The site came to international attention in October 2005, and excavations were opened in 2006 which revealed that the hill on the pyramid was in fact a stepped pyramid covered over by very dense vegetation for thousands of years. There are at least 5 pyramids at this location, which have been identified by satellite. The larger pyramids of the Sun and the pyramids of the Moon and Dragon, along with the smaller pyramids of the Earth and Love. In 2007, a report by Egyptologist Nabil Mohammed Filim was publicized by the Archaeological Park, which said that the pyramids of the Sun was the largest known pyramid on Earth. And after 2 visits to the site, he released a report in which he concluded, "Arguments in favor or in disfavor have no effect on the fact that this pyramid in concept and the properties are there for everyone to see." How blind have we been to not notice the pyramids of the Sun before now? It is just crazy to think that generations of people have lived in that region for thousands of years and never even comprehended it as anything but a hillside. Well, maybe that is a bit harsh, I guess, but if they had anything else to compare it to, then the thought would not even enter their minds. Anyway, mainstream archaeology chose to completely ignore the Bosnian pyramids, but there has been a few excavations that are currently ongoing that proves there is a labyrinth of tunnels and solid stone features that dwarfs even the Great Pyramid. Opposing researchers point to the fact that this region would never have been capable of such an undertaking. But with a hypothesized timeline of construction at 30 to 50,000 years ago, you have to wonder how much longer the educated world can choose to ignore that this is another site on Earth that proves what we have been led to believe is nothing short of global misleading. The Pyramid of the Sun is oriented with respect to true north with an error of only 12 seconds of arc. This orientation is far more accurate than that of the Giza Pyramid, which has an orientation error of about 3 minutes of arc, 15 times greater. The other pyramids are also oriented with respect to true north. This pyramid complex is the oldest known man-made structure in the world. Massive stone blocks found at the site are estimated to each weigh up to 1,000 tons. The quarry site is yet to be determined. A radiocarbon date on a fossilized leaf found under one of its concrete slabs indicates an age of at least 33,800 years old. There is also a great electromagnetic energy found at the peak of the Pyramid of the Sun, which has been observed to be affected adversely by weather, and further investigations are to be carried out. It has been suggested that an excess chamber has been identified in and around the labyrinth of the tunnels, so it would appear we might just be on the brink of one of those discoveries that changes the way we look at our ancient past. As of this moment, the Bosnian pyramids are not recognized by the international archaeological community, but there are a few breakaway supporters of further investigations, including that of the Bosnian government. Just like the pyramids in China, the Bosnian pyramids are much older and larger than the pyramids in Egypt or South America. It can't be denied forever. We may not have all the answers, but at least we have the questions. Little shockwaves can make a huge impact after all. What do you guys think of the Bosnian Pyramids? Thanks for watching, and remember, the ways by which we arrive at knowledge are hardly less wonderful than the discovery of these things themselves.